Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We had spoken a lot of success stories, and all the success stories, it is real, and they are here with you. And you watched their, words, and you had seen how they could get from non-IT background, salesman background, from BA background, how they're able to get into IT industry, and with the 2 lakhs of salary package to 10 lakhs of salary package with existing PF account, without putting any, fake documents and everything, you can easily get into IT industry. Yesterday, some people were not able to log in because the meeting ID was full, and I told them to use this meeting ID. And tomorrow also we have a last demo. So one of the meeting IDs you can use, and if you're not able to get the meeting IDs, you simply save this number. And this is my Go Online Operations at Mr. Madhav's number. Simply say hi in the WhatsApp. You will be able to get these meeting IDs, and today's recorded session and yesterday's recorded session also will be posted in your WhatsApp. Simply you save this number, say hi, and you have to fill in the details, your a full name, email ID, all the data you need to fill in this form. This form is also sent via WhatsApp. Simply you save this number, say hi. You will be able to get a today's recorded video, yesterday's recorded video also. You would have you will get in the WhatsApp. Simply you need to say hi. Automatic reply will come. In this you will get this form where you need to fill your data. If you already filled it, please ignore it. If you did not fill it, means you need to fill your data, and you will be able to get the meeting IDs. And yesterday and today's recorded sessions also you will be able to get it. Still, if you did not get any reply, means so you can write a mail, goonline.bhaskar@gmail.com. Yesterday's video, today's video, I'll be able to post it. Clear? So without wasting our time, let us understand what is a data, what is business intelligence, what is a data analytics, what is MSBI, what is Power BI, what is a data warehousing. We'll discuss one by one today. Clear? It is very, very important. So that we need to understand all these things. So somebody asked what is a data to Microsoft. Clear? Microsoft says data is a currency today. That is the Microsoft abbreviation to the data. What is data? That is what asked in to Microsoft. Microsoft ఏం చెప్తుందంటే Microsoft says currency today because Google is not selling directly anything to you. WhatsApp is not selling directly anything to you. Instagram or Facebook is not selling anything to you. But how come they are very, very rich in this world? Because they have your data. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఏమీ products లేవు. Facebook does not have any products to sell. But ఎట్లాగా Facebook is able to become a rich because they have your data. How come Google is able to become rich? How come WhatsApp is very, very rich company in this world? Because you have data. Data is a currency today. Amazon.com is selling a lot of products. They're rich. We can understand, right? Microsoft is an IT company. They're selling a lot of softwares to the companies. They're also very, very rich. But Google, WhatsApp, Facebook.com, directly they're not selling anything. Even though they're not selling anything, they're very, very rich in this world because they have your data. అర్థమవుతుందా? So when you have so much of a data, you are very, very rich in this world. So the same question asked to Google, what do you mean by data? Google ఏం చెప్తుందో తెలుసా? Google says data is everything today. Whatever you think is data. If you wanted to perform a robotic, that is data. If you wanted to perform, okay, if you wanted to become artificial intelligence, or if you wanted to create a driverless cars, or if you wanted to create a lot of automation in the industry, because of data. Clear? So Google says machine learning, data science, artificial intelligence, predictions, analytics, everything is a data. Data is everything today. But the question is, what is the size of the data that you have? మీ దగ్గర ఎంత సైజ్ డేటా ఉందో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ మనకి. ఓకే, యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ డేటా, ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ డేటా. ఐఎమ్ రన్నింగ్ ఎ స్మాల్ కంపెనీ, goonlinetrainings.com. I can easily get the data. Clear? Guys, many people are chatting. Don't chat. Please stop the chatting. Please concentrate on the subject. Go to meeting. So Kuval and Sandeep, please, stop, chatting. You will be able to, you will not be able to, concentrate on the class, please. Yeah. Stop the chatting. So I want you to understand what is the size of the data every company has. My company Go Online Trainings has every month 1,000 inquiries we get or 2,000 inquiries we are going to be getting. Clear? So when you get the inquiry, where are we storing our data? We open an Excel sheet. In that we say serial number, and in this we write the name of the student and what is the date of inquiry and what course he required, right? And what is the city from is calling, city or country, and what is the phone number and what is the email ID. So this information my team is going to be capturing because we'll have very limited data. So where are we storing our data? మేము ఎక్కడ డేటా స్టోర్ చేస్తామంటే we are going to store the data in the Excel sheets. For example, Abhi called, for example, 21. So 21 Jan, let us say 2021, we got some inquiry. He needs some, let us say, MSBI course, is from Hyderabad city, and phone number 90001234455, some email ID, blah, blah, blah. Some email ID, I'm not writing. So again, we got one more inquiry from John. John on the same day, he wanted to have a Power BI and is from US and some phone number, some email ID. Like that, all the data is going to be captured where in the a Excel sheet. Am I clear? So when you have a small amount of data, where are we going to store the data? All the data companies are going to store where in Excel sheets. Excel low data, they will be storing it. But if they wanted to process the data, okay, if they wanted to process the data, we will be able to also processing. What do you mean by processing? So you will get a lot of inquiries like that, and after that some people will paid, date paid, and what is the amount, fee paid. So that is one more sheets my team is maintaining, and all the data is going to be available here. So this guy has paid, let us say, data of 21 January, he has inquired, and after the demo, he made the amount, let us say, next month, 4th of February 2021, let us say he paid some 10,000 rupees, right? He also joined on the same day or the previous day. So let me say he made the amount 1st of February. He also paid some 20,000 rupees like that. Okay. We got some amount and all the data here. So end of the day, I wanted to have a summary. So how to create a summary? Creating a summary is very important. Who's going to be creating? My people are going to be creating a summary. Okay. My front office guys who are going to be creating a summary. So they will keep like this. They'll create how many people have joined in the month of Jan, month of February. It is year 2021. So they mention year 2021. Okay. So how many people have joined for MSBI and how many people have inquired Power BI? How many people have inquired Java? Like that. So how many people inquired SQL Server? They create a manually process. They'll process the data manually. They count manually. They'll go, they count. Okay, one guy for MSBI, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what is called processing. So manually they're counting. They'll say 250 inquiries we got it, and 600 inquiries we got it. 120 inquiries we got it. SQL Server we got 458 inquiries. This is for the month of January. Like that, they are going to be creating what is called a summary. So this is what is called today's date dashboard. అర్థమవుతుందా? Dashboard అంటే summary. So I have the data, but no company management wanted to see this data. Every management wanted to see how many people have joined. So they wanted to have month by month, and this is number of inquiries they wanted to have. And one more information they wanted to have, what is the amount collected? This is amount. Okay. So collected, this is inquiries. Okay, so there are two reports, two dashboards the company people will be saying. So in MSBI, we got 1,20,000 rupees, or here we got some 30,000 rupees, or in this we got only 45,000 rupees. In this we got, let us say, some 66,000 rupees, like that. The company people are going to be collecting lot of information separately. How many people have joined in the month of January? How many people have joined in the month of this one? So the count, number of inquiries will be available in one report, and what is the amount we have collected month by month. You will be able to create some kind of a processing. We create a summary is called as a dashboard. అర్థమవుతుంది. So nobody needs data. So who needs a data? To run the business, we are going to be storing the data in the Excel sheet. But end of the day, the CEO of the company wanted to see what is the total collection, what is the collection for MSBI, what is the collection for Power BI, what is the collection for Java for the month of Jan. We create this kind of a report. Clear? If you have a less amount of data, I can process the data. I can create dashboards like this. This is what is called a report. Report means what? Showing the data in the table format is called as a reporting. అర్థమవుతుందా? So what is a report? Report means display the data. Display the data in the table format. Display the data using what? Using a table. Table is called as a reporting. Report means show the data in the table. You display the table. So this is a table. This is what is called detailed level data, and this is what is called a summary. So reports always will have summary only, not the daily data. Daily data nobody wanted to see. They wanted to have the reports like this. Reporting means display the data using what data? Summary data maximum times. Clear? Summary data or a dashboard data. Dashboard means a summary. Okay, dashboard means a summary as of now. So we'll discuss detailing later. So using a table is called as a report. But what is a visualization? Okay, visualization means visualize the data means display the data in the charts and the graphs. Okay, charts, graphs and maps is called as visualization. Clear? So visualizing the data means showing the data with the help of what? With the help of charts and graphs and everything. Because I don't want to see the data like this. I have the detailed data. I am not interested about this data. I am always wanted to see the dashboard or detail level data, but not like this. I wanted to convert a beautiful chart like this. So this is what is called a visualization. Clear? I wanted to show the data in the graphical format. So that is what is called a visualization. Clear? What is the reporting? Reporting means show the data in the textual format or the table format. This is not very interesting for any manager. So end of the day, who's going to be seeing your data? Sales manager. Inquiry data, inquiries manager. Or if there is a banking system, the banking in charge is going to be checking and what is the loans we have given last month, and what is the profit, and how much of loans we have to recover, and what is the bank wise, branch wise, how much of amount or the revenue we got last 5 years. That is what a branch manager or the region level manager wanted to see. So the bank cannot have a small amount of data. Bank cannot store the data in the Excel sheet, right? So I am talking about my company. I am able to store my data where? I am able to store my data in Excel, right? But if you have a large amount of data, I am talking about every month a Amazon company, or every month you are getting here only 1,000 rows. I'm talking about only megabytes of data, not much more data. Clear? I have every month 1,000 rows, and 1 year data will be 12,000 rows. It will be maximum 10 MB of data. I should be able to store in an Excel sheet. I will be able to store, create a reports manually, and using Excel. Excel is also good reporting tool. It is also nice, reporting tool. So you can simply go to Insert tab. You should be able to create a beautiful reports. Clear? Simply click on the column and take one, this one. So you can visualize the data like this. Ardhamautunda. But Excel is very, very good. It is a data storing tool. Data. You can also create a beautiful reports with the help of Excel. That is what is the Excel. But when you have so much of a data, Excel is going to fail. So what we need to do when we have getting lakhs of data every month? When you're getting lakhs of data, think about ICICI Bank, State Bank, every month they are getting GBs of data. When you have millions of data, lakhs of data, you will not be able to store in the Excel sheet. That is when RDBMS is going to be used in the IT industry. What is RDBMS? Relational Database Management System. It is also called as SQL software. So these softwares are used. Softwares are nothing but a tools anamata. Ardhamautunda. Relational Database Management System is going to be used to store a large amount of data only for storing. సో ఆర్డిబిఎంఎస్ దేనికోసం ఉపయోగిస్తారు అంటే ఆర్డిబిఎంఎస్ సింప్లీ టు స్టోర్ ద డేటా. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్, స్ట్రక్చర్డ్ క్వరీ లాంగ్వేజ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్. అర్థమవుతుందా? సింప్లీ వి సే డేటా బేస్. బేస్ అంటే బ్యాంక్. అర్థమవుతుందా? వెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ మనీ ఉందనుకోండి, మీ దగ్గర చాలా డబ్బులుంటే ఏం చేస్తారు? యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు ఏ బ్యాంక్, ఓపెన్ అన్ అకౌంట్, యూ పుట్ ద all the amount into the bank. Clear? If you have a lot of blood undanukondi, where do you store the blood? Blood bank. If you wanted to store lot of gold bank. If you wanted to store lot of water, we have reservoirs, right? So all these are nothing but a bank. Bank ante tank ante go down. So something like that you can understand. So RDBMS ante enti? RDBMS ante simply bigger godowns. Clear? Where you should be able to store large amount of data in a computer with the help of a SQL software or RDBMS software. అర్థమవుతుందా? RDBMS అంటే పెద్ద గోడౌన్స్ అని అర్థం చేసుకోండి, అంతే. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? SQL అంటే పెద్ద గోడౌన్స్ వేర్ యూ కెన్ స్టోర్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ డేటా. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ SQL, వాట్ ఈజ్ RDBMS అంటే ఏం చెప్పాలి? డేటాబేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్. సో డేటాబేస్ అంటే డేటా బ్యాంక్. సో వేర్ ఎవర్ యూ స్టోరింగ్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ డేటా, వేర్ నార్మల్లీ స్టోర్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ఐటమ్స్ ఇన్ ద గోడౌన్స్, క్లియర్, ఆర్ స్టోర్ రూమ్స్. సో RDBMS అంటే గోడౌన్స్ అని ఊహించుకోండి. SQL అంటే పెద్ద పెద్ద గోడౌన్స్ అని ఊహించుకోండి. అందులో ఏం పెడతాం? వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి పుట్టింగ్ స్టోరింగ్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ డేటా. అర్థమవుతుందా? SQL అంటే పెద్ద పెద్ద గోడౌన్స్ అని ఊహించుకోండి. క్లియర్? సో టు ప్రాసెస్ ద డేటా we are going to be using a language. Clear? So who's going to be processing data? Many people will ask me, when you have a large amount of data, we have to use a language. So I wanted to know what is the total number of inquiries. When I have less amount of data, processing manually I can do it. But nobody needs detailed data. They wanted to create a report and tell the summary at the end of the month. What is the total? Fixed deposits, we got it in ICICI Bank. What is the total sales of Amazon, Apple, iPhone last month in India market? Like that, people are going to be asking lot of reports. Clear? So you will not be able to use a godown to do the same experience. So we are going to be using a language like C#, .NET, Java, C, C++, Android languages. Am I clear? So one guy is storing data, one more guy is processing the data. We have Numberville Oracle tool. What is Oracle? Oracle is a godown. Then Microsoft SQL Server. It is one more godown from Microsoft SQL Server. Then DB2 from my IBM Database 2000. Then MySQL from MySQL Corporation. Again, a Teradata. Teradata is one more companies go down. So where you can store large amount of data. Alage we have a PostgreSQL. అర్థమవుతుందా? So there are a lot of companies are storing data in a different godowns. Oracle from Oracle Corporation, SQL Server from Microsoft, DB2 from IBM company. అర్థమవుతుందా? హూ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ ఆర్డిబిఎంఎస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అంటే ఐబిఎం కంపెనీ. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ కంపెనీ హూ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ ఆర్డిబిఎంఎస్, హూ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో విచ్ కంపెనీ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ ఆర్డిబిఎంఎస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్? సో దట్ మీన్స్ ద కంపెనీ కాల్డ్ వాట్? ఐబిఎం కంపెనీ. క్లియర్? వెన్ ఇన్ 1970s, the RDBMS software got released into the market. Clear? So then IBM company is also having one more software here, Netezza. So these are both companies, DB2, Oracle, SQL Server, all of them are different companies. Netezza and DB2, these are RDBMS software. RDBMS and em telusukovali. RDBMS means what you have to know. RDBMS means bigger go down, where you can store large amount of data. Ante storeroom anukondi meeru. This is one company storeroom. This is one more company storeroom. This is one more company storeroom. You can go to any storeroom and put your locker anukondi. You can go to ICICI Bank locker and put your gold. You can go to Andhra Bank locker, put your gold. You can go to HDFC Bank locker, you can put the gold. So these are lockers, very safe. You can accommodate large amount of data. Data is a wealth for the company. అంతే కదా. if ICICI Bank is losing data means they cannot run the business. What is the wealth for the company? Data. Data is a wealth for the company. Companies are not worried when they lose money. Companies are worried if they lose data, because if they lose data, the company is destroyed completely. Data is a wealth, so they are going to be storing the data in these softwares. Am I clear? Every day you are going to be buying a lot of products in Amazon.com. So I go to Amazon.com, I will be buying a product, right? So let me go to Amazon.in. I wanted to buy a product. So when you go and buy a product, so what happens? For example, I wanted to buy a bed sheet here. Now I will be clicking on this, and it is $299. I wanted to buy. So when I'm buying it, what happens now? Automatically the data, this is a language, Java.NET, I don't know. One of the Java.NET is used and to prepare this website. So whenever you click on buy and add to cart of buy now, so it will ask my user ID and password. And when I make the payment, all the data using the Java application, all the data is going to go to where? To one of these servers only. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో డేటా ఈజ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి దేర్ ఇన్ ద సైట్. మీరు అలా అనుకోకూడదు, ఈ డేటా అంతా అమెజాన్ లో ఉండిపోతుందేమో, అలా కుదరదు. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఈట్ ఏ బనానా, will it be there as it is? The banana will get digested. It will go into the blood with the help of glucose, carbohydrates, calcium, vitamins. అలా జరుగుతుందని మనకు తెలియాలి. అంతేగాని నేను బనానా తింటే బనానా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. ఇఫ్ ఐ టేక్ ఏ బిర్యానీ విల్ గో యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్. బిర్యానీ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ విల్ గో టు మై బ్లడ్. దట్ ఈస్ కంప్లీట్లీ not right knowledge. So when you give the data here, data is not going to go to website. This data is going to go to the a database only, SQL only, because that తెలియదు. You don't know that the data is going to go to where? A RDBMS. లోపల అలాంటి సర్కస్ ఉంటుందన్నమాట. So the website may be Java website, I don't know, .NET website, or a Android mobile phone you are using to buy a product, Amazon Android mobile or Apple iOS software, you have installed this. So you have to know one thing always, the data of the companies. If you buy a home loan, or if you buy, you make the EMI of loan, so to the banking website, automatically the banking data is going to go to one of the RDBMS only. That మనకు తెలియదు, అంతే మనకు తేడా. సో వీఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ కనెక్టింగ్ టు వెబ్సైట్, బట్ వెబ్సైట్ ఈస్ కనెక్టింగ్ టు RDBMS సాఫ్ట్వేర్స్. సో ఆల్ ద Amazon data is going to go here. Who's going to be creating a reports and everything means any special Java software can be used, or a .NET software can be used, or Android software can be used. Android spelling ఏంటన్నా Android, or you may be using SAP software, or you may be using X or Y software. Clear? So languages are going to be used to store the data. So what do you mean by process? Process means I wanted to know what is the total sales happened today, what is the total sales happened last year, last Christmas, and I wanted to know last 5 years, Ramzan sales in Dubai, Dubai city. I wanted to understand Apple iPhone sales in India last 5 years. Amazon company wanted to have that kind of a reporting. So all the reporting, all the processing is going to be done in the language only. Clear? You assume that every month you're getting 500 GB of data per month. Clear? So this much of a data I cannot store in the Excel sheet. When the size increases, you have to change the software. Ardhamautunda? So now every month you're getting so much of a data. What is the 1 year of data? So it will become slowly GB's data into 12 months of data. Emautundi? 1 month itself is 500 GB into 12 months. It will become 6 terabytes of data. Ante kada? So so when we have terabytes of data, so I'm talking about a millions of data. Million means 10 lakhs, millions of data, crores of data. You're able to get it. So from the company, where will you store this data? All the data we are going to be storing in a one more software called data warehouse. Ardhamautunda? So data warehouse is one more software or one more a tool that will be used to store the data. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. Normal RDBMS is nothing but a storeroom. Clear? For example, what is a data warehouse? Let us understand. Warehouse, where space house is wrong. Where say space single word. You should not say data where, idi kuda wrong. This is wrong spelling. Data warehouse. Or you should not say data where and space house. This is not the right way to write the spelling. So data space warehouse. Clear? Alage data base and code. This is wrong spelling. Database is a single word. Clear? Database is a single word. So database, base means a bank. Wherever you're storing a large amount of data, that is called as a database, or RDBMS, called as DBMS, or it is also called as SQL software. Clear? So database is a single word. ఒకటే word అది, రెండు words గా రాయకూడదు. అలాగే data warehouse, not 3 words. These are 2 words. Warehouse means go down. So if you have large amount of terabytes of data, how do you store the data? Means we have to have one more, software called as a data warehouse software. Data warehouse ante go down. How data warehouse can be created? Data warehouse can be created with the help of RDBMS or SQL software only. But what is the difference between normal RDBMS and data warehouse? Both of them are RDBMS only, but why are we calling this is simply RDBMS? Why are we calling this as a data warehouse? Let me tell you. Okay, if you have a storeroom, clear? So storeroom is also built with the help of a brick and cement, or you may use a steel, and you have a bigger godown. So bigger godowns also made up of steel and aluminum, and you have brick and cement. Both of them are created, storeroom and godown. Both of them are created with the help of same brick, same cement, same aluminum, same steel. But one is called as a storeroom, one is called as a godown. What is the difference? The difference is size. Clear? So I take my computer. What is my computer? My laptop hardware size 1 terabyte of data, 1 terabyte of hard disk, 4 GB of RAM, and some processor. In my computer, I will install Oracle software, or I will install SQL Server software. So what is the data maximum I can store? Maximum 1 terabyte. Why? Because the hard disk size is 1 terabyte. అర్థమవుతుందా? But I cannot store 6 terabytes of data in my laptop. Why? Because my laptop hardware will not support. Because I bought only 500 GB of hard disk or 1 terabyte of hard disk. But I wanted to store 100 terabytes of data. Can I store? You cannot. So what normally we do? We buy a bigger hardware. అర్థమవుతుందా? We buy a bigger hardware, పెద్ద hardware, where you have a 50 terabyte of hard disk, 1000 GB of RAM, and a lot of processors are running inside that. I buy a bigger hardware. Inside the hardware, I install Oracle or I install SQL Server software. Software wise, there is no change. But what is the change? Hardware wise, I have a bigger hardware. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో ఇన్ దట్ బిగ్గర్ హార్డ్వేర్ ఐ ఆమ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఇన్స్టాలింగ్ సేమ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్. సో లార్జ్ హార్డ్వేర్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ప్లస్ సేమ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఇన్స్టాలింగ్. సో దిస్ మెషిన్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ Oracle data warehousing machine. This is called as SQL Server data warehousing machine. This is called as Netezza data warehousing machine. అర్థమవుతుందా? డేటా వేర్ హౌస్ అంటే పెద్దది, గోడౌన్ చాలా పెద్దది. క్లియర్? సో నార్మల్ RDBMS ఆర్ నథింగ్ బట్ యువర్ బకెట్స్. యువర్ బకెట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో ప్లాస్టిక్, your tank is also plastic. But why are you calling this as a bucket, this as a tank? Because of size. You may use the same plastic here and there. The bucket can have 30 to 40 liters of water. The tank can accommodate 10,000 liters of water. So what is the difference between both of them? You may use a bigger plastic and you have a strong plastic there. You have a small amount of hardware and you have a small size hardware in the bucket manufacturing. Clear? So both of them are plastic, but what is the difference between a tank? Tank ante you can say data warehouse, where you can store large amount of water. Tank, reservoir, all these are called as godowns. Clear? సో డేటా వేర్ హౌస్ అంటే మీరు ఏం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి? వేర్ హౌస్ మీన్స్ గో డౌన్. వేర్ యూ స్టోర్ ద డేటా, ఇట్ విల్ బికమ్ డేటా వేర్ హౌస్. You store the medicine in the warehouse, it will become medicine warehouse. If you store gold, it will become gold warehouse. We are putting a large amount of data, so it will called as a data warehouse. అర్థమవుతుందా? So what software you are going to be running? So you can use SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, Netezza. One of the RDBMS softwares are installed and it is a bigger hardware. Clear? So in your laptop, if you install SQL Server, people will say, hey, I have SQL Server software here, I have a Oracle software here. Same Oracle software మీరు పెద్ద హార్డ్వేర్ మిషన్ లో గనక ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తే that machine is called as Oracle data warehousing machine. అర్థమవుతుందా? డేటా వేర్ హౌస్ అంటే పెద్దది, చాలా పెద్దది అని అర్థం. So every month when you're putting large amount of data, 1 year data of the Amazon company will become 6 terabytes of data. So when you have terabytes of data, we are going to be storing. So inta data unnappudu, how can we process the data? In this, we are going to be using BI softwares, business intelligence softwares, to process the data, to create reports and everything. Earlier we can use Java, .NET and everything. When you have a less amount of data, these are the things we were using 20 years back. When I started my career, for all things, we are storing data into the 1970s. This is came, and 1980s data warehousing concept became so popular. Clear? 1980s, these became so popular. Data warehousing system undali. We need to store large amount of data, means we need to have one more RDBMS software, and this is what is called as a data warehousing. It got created in 1990s. Then on top of that, so we have a BI softwares got evolved year 2000. Clear? Year 2000, we had got lot of BI softwares, like we got SAP BI, we got SAP BI, we have MSBI, and we have now Power BI. Lot of BI softwares are got created, not now, long back. Clear? So BI could be very, very important, very, very easy. So we have a lot of BI software. Power BI software also got created. Now lot of BI softwares we can use: SAP BI, SAS BI, SAS BI, SAP BI, Microsoft BI, Power BI, Tableau BI. Lot of softwares are going to release if you wanted to deal with a large amount of data. If you don't have this much of amount of data, you forget about this BI softwares. We should be able to go. So these are completely code based. You have to write a lot of code, lot of budget, a lot of time. People were hating this kind of an applications. Why? Because the morning to evening you have to write code and code and code. It will be very very difficult. Brahmateja, please stop doing with your mobile phone. So you're doing a lot of things there. So please stop. Okay. So lot of requests are popping up. Please don't touch anything. Brahma, I think you have to disconnect and connect once again. Brahma Teja. Okay, so you have to understand BA tools became very popular because no coding is required. If you develop a code for 30 days here, you can write the same thing in just 5 minutes. So less code, no coding is required. Anybody, any non-technical people can create a beautiful reports. Lot of Power BI tools, a lot of tools introduced into the market year 2000. Slowly people stopped writing the coding. Clear? So you can have any non-IT people can jump into IT now. So MBA guys, BCom guys, they can work with the SAS BA, SAP BA, MSBA, Power BI, but they have to know data warehousing. Data warehousing means they have to know SQL knowledge. SQL means we have to learn SQL Server software. Clear? Without that, you will not be able to easily work with us. These are softwares are available. Let us understand the difference between these softwares and MSBI and Power BI. Let me talk about SAS BI and SAP BI. So, and MSBI and Power BI. Let us talk about all of them one by one. So, all of them are BI softwares only. What is BI also we'll discuss. So, BI means business intelligence. We'll discuss about all these things. So here we can purely create a reports. Report means I told you, right? We can create a beautiful charts. You can take the data. You should be able to create a beautiful charts like this. So this is what is called a reporting. You can create a reports or charts with the help of easily without writing a coding. If you wanted to create this report in .NET Java, you have to write 10,000 line of code. Ardhamavutunda? You have to write so much of a code in Java, .NET, and you will go mad. You will go mad after creating this kind of a charts. Clear? But we used to write all the Java, .NET code 20 years back. But now nobody is using. They can go with any one of the software like Excel software also you can use to create a beautiful reports. But we are talking about so a reporting software which is very very easy. So SAS BI and this is a completely reporting softwares are tools, and these are very very costly softwares and more complex to learn. Ardhamavutunda? And very very costly, and only you can perform the reporting only. So this is what released in probably in 2000, and these were rocking year 2000. Okay, so afterwards MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence, got released in 2005 by Microsoft. It is not only single tool, it is a three tools especially. Ardhamavutunda? Microsoft is given three tools. One is called SSIS tool, SSAS tool, SSRS software. Clear? The SSIS is called ETL software. The next software is called analysis software. We will discuss one by one in the tomorrow's class. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss one by one. This is what is called reporting software. These three are called SSIS and SSAS, and SSRS is called as MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence, ETL software, analysis software, reporting software, and these are becoming hot skill into the market slowly. SAS BI, SAP BI, all these become so popular in the industry. But because of MSBI, no coding is required. Anybody can learn this school, and very very hot skill, high salaries, and the people were getting. Clear? Non-IT people slowly coming into the IT industry by learning MSBI till 2005, and this was rocking. Suddenly, there is software called Tableau. Tableau BI got released. It is not from Microsoft. I think it got released in 2012. I don't remember, 2010. It has become so hot skill in the market, and many people were learning Tableau BA, Tableau BI. So because of Tableau BI, because it is completely reporting tool, it cannot do ETL and everything. Purely reporting tool. Reporting means it is simply you can create a reports and everything. So it was become so popular, everybody is using, and Microsoft thought, I wanted to give a competition to this fellow. So they released one more software called Power BI software to give the competition. So in 2015 it got released. Okay, when Power BI got released, automatically Tableau has become a second position in this world. Tableau is not from Microsoft, and a Tableau is from the third party. Many companies are slowly stopped using Tableau BI software. They jumped into the Power BI. Now Power BI is only purely reporting software, that you need to understand. So it can create a beautiful reports. You can say SSRS instead of SSRS, we can go in for a Power BI. So SSIS you can use it, SSAS you can use it, SSRS reporting software you can use it, or if you don't want to use SSRS, we can use Power BI software. Clear? Power BI software is completely a reporting software. It is a competitor for the Tableau. Tableau is now in the second position when the Power BI got released in 2015. So if you wanted to learn Power BI, you have to know reporting. Not only reporting you should know, you have to know ETL, you have to know analysis, you have to know SQL Server, all of them you have to know. So now suddenly Power BI now booming and booming. It is also called as self-service BI. Power BI is called as self-service BI. What is the meaning? Any non-IT people also can create a beautiful report, like MBA guys. MBA guys can create a beautiful reports. BCom guys, even 10th standard guys also can create a beautiful reports. Any BA guys, any non-technical people can work with Power BI. No need to understand anything. Even though you don't need SQL Server software, Excel, nothing is needed. If I give you 1 day training, you can create a beautiful reports with the help of a Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft software. Clear? So we have to understand, many companies are using nowadays MSBI with the Power BI, MSBI, SSIS and SSAS, and plus instead of a SSRS, you are going to be using Power BI. Clear? Power BI is advanced reporting tool. So you can say with the help of Excel or SSRS, you should be able to create a beautiful reports. But end of the day, you should be able to use Power BI to work with the beautiful reporting tool. Clear? So if you go back to the SQL Server, because without SQL Server knowledge, you will not be able to understand anything. So I will discuss about MSBI, Power BI in tomorrow's class also. Let us understand what is the history of this fellow. Microsoft released, SQL Server software. The first version is 1.0. They have released in 1989. It is a purely RDBMS software. And అర్థమేంటి, which can simply store the data, retrieve the data. I told you, RDBMS means go down. In go down, what you do? You put the data, you get the data. In the bank, what you do? You deposit the cash, you withdraw the cash. In the blood bank, what you do? You put the blood, get the blood. So the RDBMS means storing technology, data retrieving technology. Store the data, retrieve the data. So later we have lot of version got released, 5.0 version, then we got 7.0 version. The next version is SQL Server 2000. Clear? So SQL Server 2000 It is released in 2000 year. It is a purely RDBMS software. The next version got released SQL Server 2005, which is a purely released in 2005, purely RDBMS software. Okay, purely RDBMS software. In this, Microsoft is added MSBI. So in this software only they have added, what is MSBI? Collection of three tools, SSIS, and afterwards SSAS and SSRS. These three softwares are called as MSBI. What is SSIS? SS means SQL Server. SQL Server Integration Services. This is what is called integration. Integration Services, SQL Server Analysis Services, SQL Server Reporting Services. So these are the softwares. The later they released so lot of softwares. So later SQL Server 2008 came, then 2008 R2 came, then 2012 came, right? Then 2014 came, then 2015 came, then 2017 came. The next software is 2019. In this, we have RDBMS plus we are going to be having MSBI. So if you install the latest version, what is the latest version? 2019. When you install, you will be able to install RDBMS software plus also MSBI. MSBI means what? So you will be able to get SSIS, SSAS and SSRS will be installed. So what version you have to install ante 2019. So you have to have a laptop. Okay, you have to have a laptop. Without that, you will not be able to practice. So you have to have minimum 2 GB of RAM or laptop, or you can also buy a desktop. అర్థమవుతుంది. మినిమం 2 GB ఆఫ్ ర్యామ్, మినిమం 100 GB ఆఫ్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్, మినిమం చాలు, అంతకంటే ఎక్కువ అక్కర్లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ 1 TB is also fine. Any processor can work. Okay, any processor can work. So don't worry about the hi-fi software, but any processor you have core to do your dual core, or you may have i3, i4, i5. You can buy a desktop and anything. This is the hardware. But what is the operating system you should have? Windows 10 compulsory or 11 is compulsory. Don't ask me, sir, I have 11. What should I do? I cannot tell you anything. Don't ask me this question also. Clear? So Windows 10 or Windows 11 is a must. You have to go to hardware shop, upgrade your software. Sir, I have Windows 8. So what should I do? Don't ask me, don't tell me, don't waste my time also. You have to go to nearest hardware shop, either buy a desktop or you have to remove the complete Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 9, and you need to install Windows 10 or later. I recommend 11. Clear? So this is compulsorily you have to install operating system. So plus you have to install MS Office software also, 2007 or later versions. That is also. Then what version you need to install? SQL Server 2019. This is recommended. I will give you this software. Okay, so I will send the link. So day after tomorrow, I will tell you how to install it. I will give you the software in the link. I'll show you how to install it. So day after tomorrow, 2 days tarvata, I'll show you how to install it. So when you install it, you will be able to get RDBMS plus MSBI also will be installed. So day after tomorrow, we'll discuss how to install this. అర్థమవుతుందా? So you make the your computer ready within 2 to 3 days of time, or if you need more time, you will be able to take some more time. You will be able to get the laptop ready within 1 week of time. Clear? So how to install, I will tell you day after tomorrow. Then afterwards, you have to install compulsorily WinZip software or WinRAR software. So this software you can download from Google and you will be able to get it. And the PDF software also you have to install. Clear? So afterwards, we will install Power BI software. Clear? So Power BI software, you can also download from Google. It will take only 5 minutes. So 5 minutes to install. It is very, very simple software. You can install this very, very easily. Day after tomorrow, we are going to be having a session how to install SQL Server, how to install Power BI, and without SQL Server, you can also install Power BI. So Power BI is independent software. You can install it. So we'll install one by one in day after tomorrow. If you don't have a computer, what you do, you get it done within weeks, 1 week time minimum. Okay. So you take minimum time 1 week to 10 days. You can attend the classes in mobile phone. But so if you wanted to practice without a laptop, without a computer, can you become a software engineer? You cannot become a software engineer. So laptop is compulsory and adugutu untaru YouTube lo. Without a laptop, can you become a software engineer? You're not going to be a normal guy. You will become a salesman, can become a software guy. A teacher can become a software guy, or a housewife can become a software guy. So you have to have one. If you wanted to buy a laptop means, I recommend a Lenovo. You can have any i3 or i5, any generation, you can buy it. So minimum you will be able to get STD hard disks are getting. So you can go in for minimum 255 or if you need HDD hard disks means you can go up to 1 terabyte of hard disk. Depends upon your budget. If you don't have the money, go for the desktop. The hi-fi configuration, i3, i5, you will be able to get. The desktop means you will be able to get only for the 15K, including speaker, everything you will be able to get for 15,000. Laptop with the same configuration, it will go up to 36K. Clear? So don't waste your money. If you don't have the money, you can go in for desktop and you can install the WebEx software in that. You should be able to practice more and more. So, or I don't recommend to buy a second-hand laptops because it will give you a lot of issues and you cannot install latest, this one. And if you don't have the latest Windows 10 or 11, SQL Server somehow you can manage, but Power BI will not be installed in the lower edition of Windows operating system. Power BI needs 10 or 11 only. SQL Server you can manage. You can go in for, if you're not able to install this, you can go in for 2017 or 2016 also fine. But I don't recommend that. So I strongly recommend it is 2016. Okay, I strongly recommend to go into this. Clear? So that is what is important. Tomorrow we'll talk about what actually SSIS is, what is SSAS is, what is SSRS is, what is Power BI, what Power BI exactly is going to do, and that is also we'll discuss. And tomorrow we'll discuss about what is business intelligence, what is data analytics, okay, and we'll also talk about what is a data science. Clear? And what is called as a machine learning or artificial intelligence. We'll talk about these two differences in tomorrow's class. Clear? And tomorrow's class will talk about what is ETL, what is analysis, what is a cube, what is the reporting. We'll discuss. And tomorrow is the last demo you have to attend if you wanted to attend tomorrow's class. So we have given these two meeting IDs. You can use one of the meeting IDs to connected in tomorrow's class as well. If you wanted to get today's meeting ID, today's recording class means, so after 1 hour or after 12 o'clock, what you have to do, you have to simply store this number, say hi, simply say hi in the WhatsApp. Automatically today's recorded video also you will get in your WhatsApp. Clear? This is my online operations at Mr. Madhav's number. You have to fill in your details, student details also we have to get it. So I think this is not working currently, so we are going to be making this up. So by afternoon you need to save this number, say simply hi. So today's video, yesterday's video plus this link and plus these meeting IDs will be will get posted automatically in your WhatsApp. You can watch your videos, you can inform your friends, and if they wanted to attend, tomorrow will be the last demo. Today is the second demo, and tomorrow we are going to be discussing about what is SSIS, what is Power BI, what is data analytics, what is business intelligence, what is a data warehousing. A lot of things we are going to be understanding. We'll see slowly in tomorrow's class. Thank you so much, guys. And this is how you got to understand. Clear? When you have a so much of a data, when you have a less amount of data, we are going to be using Excel. We have GBs of data. We are going to be using what? We are going to be using RDBMS software and language. When you have terabytes of data, we are going to be using data warehousing software. Ardhamavutunda? I wanted to go to supermarket. How do I go? I use a cycle or I use a bike because it is 3 kilometers from my home, from my house. So I take a bicycle and go, or I can go by walk, or I can go by what? A bike. But I wanted to go to 500 kilometers. Can I take a cycle and go? I have to take a car and go, or a bus and go. When the distance is more, we are going to change the tool. When the lesser data, you are using Excel. When you have a more data, you are changing the software. If you wanted to go 500 kilometers, can you take a bike and go? You can go, but you are using the wrong tool. Ante kada. I wanted to go to Dubai from India. I wanted to go to America from India. Can I go by a car or the bus? I have to use the flight. So when you have so much of a data, I cannot use RDBMS and this one. I have to use what? I have to use a flight. I have to use the data warehousing and BA tools. If I have so much of a distance to be covered, for example, I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Can I go to flight? So I cannot use the flight. What is the meaning? For example, I have a petabyte of data. I have a zettabyte of data. I have a yottabyte of data. This is what is called big amount of data. I wanted to go to moon and Mars. Can you go to moon with the flight? Or can I go to Mars with the help of a flight? You will not be able to go. So when you have a large amount of data, it is more than petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, yolabyte of data. This kind of a data is called as a big data. If you wanted to store big data, you have to go to Hadoop. Hadoop can store big data. Hadoop is also going to be processing large amount of data. Clear? If you wanted to go to moon and Mars, you have to use a rocket. Clear? But rocket is a powerful technology. You cannot use everywhere. Hadoop is very good, but Hadoop cannot be replaced with Excel, or Excel you cannot use. Can you use rocket to go to supermarket? Can you go to rocket to go to America? Can you go to Can you use rocket to go to Vizag from Hyderabad? You cannot go, because for the lower distance you have to use a bicycle. For the medium distance you have to use car or the train or the bus. If the more distance, you can go in for a flight. If you wanted to go to any moon or Mars, you have to use a rocket. So nothing is replacement for something else. So you have a BA software, you have a Hadoop software, you have a RDBMS and Java software, and you have Excel software. So also depends upon the data, you have to use one of the software. Smaller companies like GoOnlineTrainings.com or Tiffin Center, Kirana shops, so they may use Excel sheets. If you have a Amazon company, all these companies are going to be capturing the data into the RDBMS, but every month the data size increases. Slowly they take the data, they'll be putting into a larger data warehousing. And if they have so much of a data like Facebook and a lot of other companies, they are going to be storing the data in the Hadoop software. Clear? Hadoop is a free software and anybody can use it. Anybody can use it, and it is being developed by Apache Software Foundation. This is not a company. This is a charitable, organization. Anybody can, code in this company for free of cost, and you will be able to get the Hadoop software for free. This is what is called big data Hadoop. Clear? So when you have so much of a data to be stored, then to be processed, we are going to be using Hadoop software. If you don't have the data stored anywhere, can you process the data? Can you do data analytics on it? So tomorrow we'll discuss about how to you store the data. So I wanted to have lot of data. Now I wanted to analyze the data. So what is that I wanted to have? I will tell you few things. For example, a retail business should be able to use their vast amount of data and information in a such a way that impacts the business, including tracking the inventory. They wanted to track the inventory, identifying the purchase habits, what kind of a products the people are buying, detecting user trends and patterns, recommending purchases, determining price optimizations, identifying stopping fraud. Lot of things the Amazon company wanted to analyze, and lot of things Amazon company wanted to do. But if they have data, simply with the help of RDBMS or data warehousing, you will not be able to do all these things. So you need to have sophisticated softwares like MSBI, Power BI, Tableau BI, these kind of a softwares need to be used on top of the data. The data may be in Hadoop, the data may be in data warehouse, the data may be in Excel sheet, the data may be in RDBMS. But end of the day, I wanted to know a sales company wanted to do all these things, tracking inventory, what is the goods available in the godowns, because I'm getting more and more orders. If I get the orders, if I don't have the proper stock, I lose my business. So how to maintain? What are the how many things I have to maintain for the next 1 month? I have to predict a lot of things, right? So tracking inventory, identifying purchase habits of the customers, detecting user trends and patterns, recommending purchase, determining price optimization. Lot of things the company wanted to analyze based on their data. Clear? All these things can be done easily with the help of a Power BI or MSBI software or Tableau BI software. So we'll understand tomorrow how easy for you to get into this kind of insights of your data. Clear? It is very very simple that any company will invest large amount of budget, but somebody has to make the data into beautiful insights so that the managers can understand what is going on with my business. So that is what is called a business intelligence. Business intelligence means take the data, convert into meaningful information so that a MBA guy, MBA manager in the company can understand the data. Clear? So tomorrow I'll explain more about business intelligence and data analytics and data science. And let us catch up in last demo, tomorrow's demo, guys. Thank you so much. Clear? So I'll take the questions if you have something now.